Lil Bros.
Little bros.
I got two of them with me. What is up, Hazz family, and welcome. We are
TreAndJ.
to another episode of the Hazz Cast. This episode 3, Lil Bros.
I mean, technically, this is like 4, maybe even 5.
Yeah, but it wasn't called.
We did record one. It just wasn't called the Hazz Cast at the time.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, it's officially set in stone, bro.
With us
Episode
today, we got the kid, DeeRob. What's up, baby?
Say
Greatest, nothing too much though.
Yeah, hey, D, listen, we're going to be getting into some real conversations. We're going to be talking about MW3's new perk system. I don't know if y'all know, but the perk system is not like how it has been for any other COD game. This is now a gear system, meaning your clothes will look a lot different. So we're going to be talking about like how is this going to affect the game, how each perk is, because all of that stuff has been leaked already. After, we're going to talk about BAGRA. If y'all know that Resurgence, there's a new Resurgence map on Warzone. They didn't drop technically a Rebirth Island. It's low-key Rebirth Island. Like, let's keep it on it.
It feels rebirth-ish. You know
So
what I mean?
we gonna give our thoughts on it, all right? And then MK1 is coming up this week. We got it dropping on Wednesday, technically. If you pre-ordered it, it drops on the 14th. But if you haven't pre-ordered, it drops on the 19th. Let's
We
get
also
this
got a
started.
statement, by the way, from Mark in regards of XDEFIANT too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Got a statement on that too. Because a bunch of people been wondering, where's XDEFIANT? What's going on with XDEFIANT? So we got you.
All right, let's start off with the perk system for MW3. Man, this perk system is looking a little crazy. And in this episode, man, y'all gonna be able to actually see what we looking at, all right? In this perk system, fellas, we have different categories. We have boots, we have gloves, and we have vests. First of all, let's talk about how excited are y'all to have gear, like gear as the perk where your clothes actually change.
Me personally, I feel like this is a new dynamic to the game. I feel like this is a new element. Excuse me. I feel like this can also change the tide, the complete meta of FPS games if done correctly. But with that being said, there has to be a wide range of customization with this gear. Like I said in, I believe it was either the first or second episode when we were discussing leaks, this gear needs to be modern. We are tired of having big old boots.
Yeah.
We're tired of having shoes that don't look good.
Yep.
We're tired of being forced to wear gloves and not being able to have any sort of customization to your gloves, your vest, your shirt. Like with this gear,
Yeah.
if you're going to implement this in the game, it has to be somewhat modern. Now, I understand if you can't really fully get like the copyright to do things like having like really like dunks, chucks. I get that. Because last time when y'all had the little museum map and the little hotel map, we almost lost Call of Duty because y'all got sued. But
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I am excited about this though. But again, this gear has to be modern. It has to be.
Okay, D, do you think, before we get into the actual stats, what's like one of the flaws that you see out of the system?
I don't really see no flaws. Like, I mean, the main thing about this, since it's perks, like, because for the past 4 to 5 years, we've been having operators. So it's like, are we going back to our own operators and be able to customize them? Like,
Yeah.
are we finna get the customization like that? Like, that's the only thing. Like, that's the only thing I really want to know about this. Because if we still gotta buy like operators, then like, I feel like this stuff is just all void.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, that's the biggest question here.
All right, so let's start this thing off right. So we're gonna start with the boots. So boots, in Modern Warfare 3, we have canvas sneakers. It eliminates footstep sounds. Okay, so
Eddie.
technically that would be
That's Ninja. That's
that's
silent.
ninja, right? That's silent.
Right.
Stalker boots, increase strafe and ADS movement speed. Okay.
I'm a fan.
So tactical pads, increase slide distance and allows for full ADS while sliding. Increases stance transitions, speeds, and crouch movement speeds. This is like look,
Pads. Those are those knee pads?
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Like shin guards, basically.
Okay.
Knee pad shin guards.
Ultra light boots, increases movement and swim speed, reduces noise while swimming. I'm not going unless you Aquaman. I just like no disrespect, but
You know what I'm
just,
saying? Like there's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You know what also is interesting?
What's up?
I wonder if when Warzone drops, are these gonna be on the ground?
That would be right. Like you just got to pick. Like you just smoke somebody and they boots is still like the steam still coming from the boot, and then you can just you can still put them on.
I'm really
Like
actually interested to see like that, because
Yeah.
it's talking about like swim speed and all that. Like I wonder if it's like lootable like how it was in Caldera, like where perks was on the floor.
yeah.
I
Okay.
think I wouldn't be against that at all. And even if they made it to where it was like blackout, where it was like you could pick up perks off the floor, but instead of it being perks, it's actual boots or
Like
gear.
PUBG,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Was
I guess
H1Z1 like that too? Oh no, was it just a
H1 had
helmet?
helmets and your vest.
And the
No,
vest,
I think
yeah.
in the PC version, no, I think it was shoes and stuff. I think, but
Bro, this one, running sneakers, increase tag sprint duration and reduces refresh time. I kind of feel like this one's gonna be in the top 5. I feel like this heavily is gonna be in the top 5.
I feel like
100%.
if I had to pick already, it would be canvas sneakers.
Wait, I ain't finished. Oh, we got.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about like the order, like
Okay.
the order of importance. I would probably say canvas sneakers, stalker boots, and probably running sneakers.
This
as
man
of right
already
now.
left out. All right, look, climbing boots, increased climbing, and mental speed. Jay not gonna. You can already tell he's not gonna use this. So let me just.
Like, come on, man.
Let me not waste. D.
No,
We got
I ain't gonna
1,
lie, the climbing ones might be crazy though.
Reduce
the
climbing?
fall
I was about to say
damage,
reduce the fall damage.
Yeah.
That's a big W.
climbing and mantleness speed, like depending on like how it is, like for
Yeah.
jump spots, like
Okay, so there's 6.
no.
So there's 6 perks.
Now wait, I actually
You
have
can
a
only.
question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. Could you stow a pair of sneakers on you?
That would be cheese, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like I
would be
wonder how
cheese.
this, I
Hold
wonder
on.
how this gonna be.
Hold on, because if you you know what I'm saying, like when Warzone 2 first dropped, you could stow a weapon on you if you had a large backpack.
Right.
In Blackout, you could stow perks on you in your backpack. So if you already got canvas sneakers on and you kill somebody and they got like climbing boots or running sneakers on, preferably like let's just say for example climbing boots, and you just keep like toggling them and just keep switching.
Nah,
depending
that's
on
cheese,
I'm
bro.
just saying, can
That's
we
cheese.
do? I
I'm
don't
not
know.
okay. That's cheese.
I don't know.
Can I say? All right, so look, let's do this. You gave your what's name. Now we're gonna redo this again.
Okay.
Top 3, because there's only 6, so we're gonna take 3. D, give me your top 3 boots right now. What you got?
I ain't gonna lie, my top 3, it might be canvas.
You want to separate it? Let's say MW3 pubs, and then let's do MW3 Warzone. So let's separate it. Let's go MW3 pubs right now. Give me a 3.
I mean, pubs is gonna be canvas. Canvas. I want to say canvas, climbing, and tactical.
Tactical? You're not using running
'Cause,
shoes?
like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. From that description, increases slide distance and allows for full ADS while sliding.
Right.
And depending on how the stance is, you might need that. And crouch
Right.
movement speed, like snaking wise.
Okay.
Let's make a valid point.
Okay.
Let's make a valid point.
Okay. Give me Warzone.
Warzone, they'd probably be like depending on the map. Ain't gonna lie, bro. It might be. See, cause like I don't feel like daddy is necessary in Warzone. So it might be stalker, tactical, and between climbing and ultralight.
Really? You would do ultralight? I'm surprised.
Wow.
I'm surprised with that one.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because
Wow.
with the increases movement and swim speed and
Right.
reduce noise while swimming, like depending on the map,
Right.
you know, like.
So with these
you,
boots,
you, you actually be in the water quite a bit, bro.
so
Low-key.
whatever the new map is, clearly these boots are going to be valuable. So
There's gonna be
if-
some sort of swimming.
right. So because they wouldn't put these in there if the new map wasn't going to have water on. That'd be crazy.
Like,
if they wasn't
especially
gonna have
like competitive wise in game, the ultralight might be crazy, bro.
it. Okay.
Valid point.
Okay, Jay. Top 3 starting off with pubs. MW3.
Canvas, stalker, running.
Warzone. Pubs. Because D does have a point with the canvas. Are you? Do you really need them? It'd be so much action going on. Like, do you really need them?
Like it's always, it's not a necessity to have daddy in Warzone, but it is always convenient, basically. You know what I mean? Like picking up daddy off the floor in Warzone 1, it wasn't something that you needed, but
Right.
every time you did pick it up, you were like, damn, I got daddy. So it changes your perspective on pushing a gunfight because you know I have daddy, so I can play really aggressive if I really want to. And then knowing how daddy has been in MW 2019 and MW2 Warzone terms, for every finish that you get, your daddy resets. So that also poses the question, how is that going to work with sneakers? Is that just going to be permanently dead silence, permanent permanent ninja? Or is there still going to be a timer on it? So Warzone, I'm going to go running, tactical, and stalker. But
Stalker. Okay.
it is open to change. Stalker is open to change with climbing boots, because we also now have to play into consideration what is the actual time it takes to mantle and climb without the boots compared to having them on. Because one of the worst things that you can get caught in is an auto mantle animation or a mantle animation. Plus, climbing boots, you get reduced fall damage.
Bro, climbing boots just talking to me, bro. Like,
I don't know, man.
I'm surprised you saying
Climb,
climb.
bro.
Because you're a
Climbing,
flanker. Like,
mantling
you like to be in, like, you are one of those players that likes to be high ground, that likes to
that's
get
what I'm
around you.
saying, bro.
And he
to
make them
reduce
weird
fall
plays, bro.
damage, like,
Yeah.
you could jump off a building and not have to pull your chute, like, bro. That'd be clutch.
But how high? See, and that's
How
the
high,
question,
bro?
bro.
Yeah,
Is
how high do you
how
have to be,
high?
though?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm
If
saying.
we apex falling, okay, bro. Now that's
Keep
about
it in
to
the
be
game.
broken.
I was talking about that. I've been talking about this
Yeah.
for years. Hey, listen, I will say, like, it is great that you do have boots that reduce your fall damage.
Yeah.
What I will say, like, let's go back into the full arcadish route. You know what I mean? Like, do we really need fall damage still? Do we really in a battle royale when we see that Apex has made it work? Now, granted, it is crazy. It is crazy. If you jump off of like a really, really high building and you know you're not gonna die, okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, come on.
I would say Call of Duty wise, you need fall damage, bro.
Okay.
Because it's already fast paced, bro. So you being able to jump off a high building and fall to the ground without taking barely any damage.
Apex is like slow, bro. Like, it don't matter in Apex, but Call of Duty, bro, someone gonna jump off a skyscraper on you, and then you're gonna be sitting there stunned, like, he ain't taking any fall damage.
Facts. With a pinch of health left cooking you, like, come on, bro.
I feel like if they were to do that though, you would have to compensate with, like, if you do jump from a very, very high like length or height, when you land, it has to make a very loud sound, like a boom or like something, because
trying to create Hancock, bro. No, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right, fellas, let's branch over to let's go to vest. Here we go with the vest. We have the gunner vest. Carry 2 primary weapons with max ammo, but lose grenades. That's actually kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is actually kind of tough, bro.
Oh, whoa.
Now I want to say though, looking in the replies, El Bob, he did say this is old information from my leaked screenshots back in July on the other account. They are therefore subject to change. I also don't know what these do, but it seems they all have pros and cons to them. So this isn't fully confirmed, people. Yeah. But this is still something.
Wait, where's the reply at? Like, where's the reply at though?
That's his reply.
No, I'm saying so we could actually see what the.
I think that's like.
Oh, he doesn't
like basically he told us what the vests are, and essentially like we're supposed to make
it's above. Okay,
we're supposed to make it. Yeah, make it what it's supposed to be.
So Grenader, more lethal, no tacticals. Now we're not saying that this is etched in stone. These are clearly the video says leaks. So you know, with leak information, it could be good, it could be, you just never really know. So that's why it could be here, but we don't know. This is a guess. More lethal, no tacticals. Okay, tacticals means more tacticals, no lethals. This is kind of crazy, right? Like you said, you're exchanging one for the other. It's kind of crazy. A scout, see enemy trails, but your footsteps are louder.
Damn. Wild. So I guess that's tracker, but now your footsteps are louder.
Right. Okay. So infantry, spawn with max ammo. You can only run 1 gun though.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not against that.
Overkill one is different too.
You're not wait. Do you like that? I'm not max ammo. But wait, how many bullets do you start off with?
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. The overkill one is different too.
Right. I mean, if you're talking about
like with less ammo reserves, like
2 primaries, but spawn with less ammo reserve.
It's like you get 2 guns, but you're gonna have less bullets. So let's say like if a stock clip, you got 30 in the clip, you got like 60 reserves. If you have 2 guns, you might be able to get have 90 in your reserves, maybe 120, maybe. But
if it's max,
if anything, it will probably be 90. It should be.
So you saying overkill is?
Yeah, overkill. You probably have maybe like 90 to 120 reserves, but nothing more than that. Nothing more than that because you have 2 guns.
That sounds like a lot.
I think you got to flip. I think max ammo will be 120.
Yeah, or 3. Either that or 360.
That's like 3 or 4 clips.
And then you only get 1 gun though? Like, wait, when they say 1 gun, they mean 1 primary, right? Or do they mean like actually 1 gun?
Yeah, and probably a pistol.
And a pistol, right? Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, okay, and this what kind of thing I wish we like, like I wish this had a little more. We gonna bring them all together though. We gonna at the end we gonna create loadouts for pubs and Warzone. Okay, here we go with the gloves. These are all the gloves, family. Assault gloves. While jumping, accuracy and time to ADS is improved. Custom gloves. Increase weapon swap speed. That's fast hands. Scavenger gloves. Resupply ammo and throwing knives from dead players. Specialist gloves. Throw equipment further. Reset fuse timer on thrown back grenades. Tactical combat gloves enables reloading while sprinting. And then marksman gloves reduce sway and flinch while ADS.
Oh, you are really you really gotta pick this year. If this is true,
if this is true,
you are really going to have to pick this year what you're going with.
All right, so like the vest. The vest is different from this. Okay.
This one hurts.
D, let's start. Let's start with you, bro. 3. You only get to pick. What's the 3 that you're gonna be rocking? What's the 3 you gonna rock in pubs, bro? What we doing in pubs?
Cause see, like the assault gloves, cause like I don't really be jump shotting like that. But like the custom gloves and the marksman gloves, like you be needing the fast hands, bro. You be needing that. Man, it's like my top 3 might have to be custom, tactical, marksman.
Okay. Now take me to Warzone. What we doing? What's the 3
Warzone? It might be the same.
Mind you,
I'll
you
go
only get
custom.
one of these, D. Like you
That's
only
what
get to
I'm
pick
saying,
one
bro.
in a
Like,
match,
that's
bro.
hard.
And, dog, go ahead.
Like, all right, battle royale, I would go custom,
Yeah.
tactical, marksman. But if I'm playing rebirth, I would put on scavenger gloves.
Scavenger really for why, bro? We buy ammunition boxes all the time.
Resupply ammo and throwing knives, bro. You be needing them throwing knives in rebirth, bro.
Okay.
Like, but
Okay.
this one hurts, bro.
Dang.
I'm not gonna lie. You really gotta sacrifice, bro.
Okay, so Jay, let me get your three. Let me get your three. Pubs first. Which ones are you gonna use the most?
I just want to add, there's no gloves that makes reloading faster.
It does. It's right there. And oh no, you're right. Oh shoot.
There's no sleight of hand.
Well, technically, tactical
It's the custom-
combat. If you can reload while sprinting, that is faster. Like you're sprinting and reloading at the same time. You saw what Gunho did in Vanguard, Jay. Like Gunho had me cracked. So I think like.
But on the
this-
Marco, you did have gunho, but even in that if you didn't have fast hands, that reload, like that drum has some drum on
Yeah,
it.
it did. Okay, come on. You got to pick three.
All right, pubs. Man. Damn. I'm gonna go Scav,
Okay.
Mark,
Okay.
Scav, Mark, and
Come on. Y'all was so confident with the shoes, bro. And now we get the gloves and y'all broken. Come on.
Scav, Mark, and Assault.
I'm like, bro,
Mark
I'm
and
looking up
assault.
like, come on, man, Jay, you knew,
Because I
bro.
was torn between assault or custom, but
Yeah.
at the same time, if you're playing pubs, like increased weapon swap speed, like like it can affect you.
Mm-hmm.
But with how we're able to break down the game, and like when I was telling you and explaining to you like reload windows and like being able to switch your gun, like those
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of windows, if you can, once you identify what those windows are in Modern Warfare 3, I think it won't really affect you like that. But in Warzone, custom for sure. Mark,
Okay.
standing on it,
Mark,
10
Scav.
toes,
Okay.
10 toes, bro.
All right, so now that we got the three that we're gonna be picking.
Whoa, hold on, you gotta pick two, player.
We about to do it right now. I'm about to
No, pick them right
about
now.
to do-
He
okay.
He gotta pick his sneakers too.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Hold on,
here
what you got?
I was gonna do it right here at the and when we do all three,
Okay.
we're gonna do all three. So look, we're gonna put them all together. Here we go. Start us off. Pick your first perk, bro. What we doing?
Oh,
This
shit.
the class. First day,
What we doing,
we turned
pubs?
on pubs. We turn on first day. What we starting? What's the boots, bro? You only get one.
First day.
First day. This the first match. We loading in. Zay, that confidence is gone. First game, bro. What we
First
doing?
game.
First game.
I ain't gonna lie. First game.
In the chat, hey, make sure y'all let us
I
know
already
too.
know what's going on. So first game, I ain't gonna cap. I might have to go to the climbing joints. Like I gotta really see what's going on with them.
First game climbing. All right, we going to the vest. What we doing with the vest?
Best. Scroll down.
Scroll down. Got you. Oh, you
Yeah,
need this?
for
Okay,
sure.
got you. Hold on, let me click this one. Go ahead.
Best. I'm for sure rocking that. Damn, bro.
Come on, bro. You gotta say, Z. First game, bro. Come on, man. It's first game.
I'm gonna go infantry. Need that max.
Okay,
Smart man.
Infantry.
Smart man.
All right, last one. Give
Smart
me
man.
some gloves.
The miss.
Oof.
I'm for sure going on that marksman.
Marksman.
Got you, bro.
Hey, is this the loadout?
Got you.
Is this the loadout?
Like from how
Y'all let
that
us know in the
sounds, bro.
comments.
Oh, how that sounds like.
Is this the loadout?
Stay and flinch, like
Okay.
I'm gonna be mapping folks on head glitches, bro.
Okay.
What?
But what if the flinch is already not crazy in the game to begin with, though? And it's like,
Man, come on, bro. You
Yeah, it's
know
gonna be
how
crazy.
hard it is, bro.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
You're gonna have some bullets
Yeah.
that increase
Yeah.
your screen shaking or something, bro. Like,
Okay. All right, Jay, it's your turn. Let's start off with the boost. The first game loaded in.
Canvas,
Okay, we got canvas.
standing on it.
Vest.
Infantry.
Okay, and then the gloves. Why y'all keep giving it? Come on, man.
That's the hardest part.
Okay, gloves.
Standing on it. Scavenger. 10 toes,
Scavenger.
bro.
No assault
toes,
on the
bruh.
first game.
10 toes, bro. 10
Is
toes.
this the loadout?
I'm finna be
in the
quick.
comments.
We-
Is
man,
this
we-
the
listen.
loadie?
Listen.
we here labbing, bro.
Listen.
Like we already know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. We need to lab the other ones, bro.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna be quick and quiet.
Okay.
Mind you, also taking into consideration, we really got best audio now.
Right.
So I'm trying to first of all see how good the footstep audio is.
Okay.
Then on top of that, I don't really use my pistol like that in pubs anyways. I'm gonna be honest, like unless it's the Deagle. But other than that, I don't really put myself in situations where I run out of bullets in my primary to be forced to use my secondary. And even then, the game is gonna be just dropping. So practically nobody's really gonna have the meta setup. So you're just gonna be able to play gun game and pick up other people's guns. So
Right,
you're
right.
gonna be going on there. But I need that scav though, because I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie. I can pick up somebody else's gun, but do I want to? Hell no. Why? Because some of y'all, not y'all watching this,
Yeah,
but
so-
some of y'all
pubs.
in this COD community be running some bullshit, some How has Modern Warfare 2 been out this long and yet there's still terrible loadouts on the floor? How?
That's a fact.
Scav, infantry, canvas.
Okay, here we go. All right, this is mine. Here we go. So, first game on, running sneakers. Okay, it's what I know. I've been running double time for so long. It's what I know. Okay, Vest, you know me, bro. You know me, bro. You know me, bro. Hey, throw that tactical on me. Let me do it, man. You know I do it. Hey, with this shot turn this back.
You know me, bro.
And then for the gloves, man. Dang, I feel like y'all, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Let me think. Hold on.
See.
Tactical combat gloves, bro. I don't know what. I need to run and reload at the same time, man.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that the loadout?
Yeah, is that the loadie?
Is that the loadout?
Is this the loadie, bro?
Talk to me, man.
Hey, somebody gonna call me a bot.
I might actually flip that just in case.
Come on.
I might actually do that.
Okay, look, we did. All right, so let's take it over to Let's take the. Hold on, I gotta wait for the animation to play. Let's take it over to BAGRA, fellas. So we have been playing BAGRA's Fortress for a whole week now, a whole entire week. We've gotten a week with it. A week.
When did it drop? When did it drop? Wednesday?
It's on Wednesday. Not a week, almost a week. We got about 4 or 5 days.
72 hours.
About
72 hours.
5 days. How are we feeling about the map? When it first dropped, everybody was talking crazy about this map. They was disrespecting the heck out of this map. But the more we kept playing, the more we said, wait, hold on. It's ugly, don't get me wrong. It's nothing but Al-Mazrah. It's dry. It looks dry. But the way it plays like Rebirth Island. It plays like a small map. How we feel now after having some days on it and really putting some time on that map? How we feel, fellas? Jay, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay, first and foremost, I want to say, as a COD community, we have got to stop jumping out the window on maps.
Agreed.
First and foremost, because content creators, y'all really don't understand how much power and influence y'all have over Call of Duty and over just games in general. When Vondo first came out, Vondo was slandered. Now, Vondo is the best map in the game.
Right. So,
now, with that being said, BAGRA, I will say, y'all do need some color. Y'all need some color. Y'all need some reskins. Like this map needs some life to it, because what also makes Vondo the best map in Warzone 2 is because everything is colorful.
And the life that it has to it, yeah.
The skyscrapers, the houses, the buildings, everything, even the insides of the buildings. Like, you go to university, if it's your first time playing Vondo, you're gonna be lost in there. But without BAGRA, when it comes to close quarter action that we've known, Warzone 4,
yes,
that is the perfect map for it. Now, I will say, we do need more players on it, because I think it's like 40 ain't enough. It's not enough, because when it comes to BAGRA, it's either one person is cooking and everybody else is getting like 5, 6, and 7 with like 3,000 damage, or nobody's cooking and everybody got like 3, 4, 5, and you're in a hell game. So give us about maybe about 50, 55. You can experiment with about 50, 55, see what's going on. Maybe give us an BAGRA extreme, like how y'all did with Rebirth, and really just gauge the community, see what's going on. But I like it. Me personally, I like it. I like BAGRA. I like the flow. I like the pacing of it. I like the hot drop aspect of it. Because also another thing too, when it comes to what made Rebirth so just, the fact that damn near every place was a hot drop, except like Observatory. You know what I mean? If you was on the outskirts of the map, what are we doing? Drop prison, drop control, or drop neighborhood, the little houses, you know what I mean? The house that's right next to prison, or below prison, where it's that big bungalow, that big greenhouse, and the bungalows is there. BAGRA, I get that same vibe. I get that same feel, because we land in the middle of the map. Once we land, out of the DeeRob, we're pushing the back houses and then basically just pinwheeling. But when it comes to Vondo, sometimes Vondo is a snooze. So if you're landing mall is pretty much a hot drop 9 times out of 10. But other than that, you can maybe get away with market, maybe police department, but BAGRA, there's nonstop action.
It's not, everywhere's hot, bro.
It's nonstop action. If you die one time and you're in one of those lobbies, you can't touch loadout.
Nope.
You can't land on no outside houses to regain.
Nope.
You can't land on nobody.
You can't go to warehouses. Nope. You can't go nowhere at that point. You just gotta wait. Like, you kind of just gotta sit in the air and wait for teams to fight, and then just sneak up from behind them, try to loot up, and hopefully nobody lands on you. But besides that,
Now, I will say though, if you're on the giving end and you're the one with your loadout and you're holding other people from their loadout, this map is amazing. This map is amazing. Giving it out. But on a serious note, say all that to say, I definitely like the map. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it about 7.5. Give it about 7.5.
Okay. DeeRob, what's me, bro? How we feel about the new BAGRA map, man?
Honestly, that's probably the most fun I had on this game.
Okay. I can agree, bro. I can agree.
All they have to do is make it its own map. Just, why is it Mini Royale in the first place? Make it its own map. Probably add like 10 maybe more people on there, 10, 12, 10, 14, somewhere around there. and it'll be a good map if it's on map. Like it's probably like the most fun I actually had on the game since it dropped. I think it's better than the Sheikah. I think they just need to throw a Sheikah in the garbage at this point.
Y'all hate, the community hates the Sheikah so much, bro. When the Sheikah first dropped, it was not hated this much.
That's all we had.
But as soon as Vondo came and people actually like Vondo, now
bye-bye, Sheikah.
That's tough, man. Keep going, D. Keep going, bro.
The Sheikah is horrible. That map is horrible.
Horrible, bro?
That map is horrible, bro.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
But yeah, like all they have to do is make it its own map.
Yeah.
Don't make it mini royale. And I think add a little bit more people. I think it'll probably be the best map on the game.
Okay.
But since it's mini royale and circle be in the water, it's not its own version of the map.
Right.
Like if they just do that, then update the map a little bit, then everybody will love the map. It's just the fact that it's mini royale, which people don't dislike that, bro. It's like, what are we playing? Why are we doing this? And you know, it'll be a great map. But I actually like the map. It's the most fun I had on the game since maybe like a couple weeks into Vondale.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, they're going the right direction. I think as a whole, it's just a good map.
Okay. So you brought up players, right? How many players do you feel should be on the map? Right now we have 40. What do you feel the max the max player is 40? Yeah, it's 40. How many do you feel should be on the map?
If it makes it its own map, and like just like when I hit the map button, it should be that alone, own version, like cut off from Almadra. Okay. I think because the map is kind of like low-key. It's low-key kind of big. It's like medium. It's like in the middle. It's like that sweet spot.
So how many do you want on there?
So if it's 40, I would say, because it is resurgence at the end of the day, I would say 48.
48? You think like so 8 players would two more teams basically.
Yeah, because bro, it is resurgence at the end of the day. We can't get too ahead of ourselves, bro.
Okay, so 42 teams. So basically, how many teams are in total? Not 42 teams. I'm sorry. How many teams are on the map? 12. You want 12 teams on the map? 12 teams of 4 is no. Am I right? Am I saying that? Am I right?
No.
I was gonna say if it's 40 players, that's 5 teams of 4.
Yeah. 12, right? Yeah, 12. That's 48. Yeah, 12 times 4 is 48.
You're talking about if he?
No, if it's 48, it's 12.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, on the map right now, it's only 10.
Boy, we look crazy right now. We look crazy right now. Yeah, so you're telling me that 12 teams, 2 more teams added would make that big of a difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
40. I would say 48, 52, around there.
Okay.
Because it is resurgence at the day, bro. You can't. I'll say 48, bro.
So,
then maybe do like 52 for like a limited event to see like how it plays, because it is resurgence of the day.
So Al-Bagra Extreme, how would that be? Al-Bagra Extreme?
It'll be 52. I think so. I think 52.
Okay.
To see how it plays, because I think 50 is a lot on that map.
Well, running with y'all, man. Y'all are the two sweatiest out of all 3 of us, and I can honestly say, like, my average of kills is around, if I'm having a good game, I can have like 10 to like 15. Then if I'm having like a game where I'm still playing good, it's just that y'all got like 20 or 50, or like you got 15, DeeRob got like 20, or DeeRob you got 20, and DeeRob got like 10. I'll have like 8 to 10, but I'll have 8 kills with like 4,000 damage. So it's like, I understand that this map, it does need more players. Even if you're not the sweatiest, you still struggle. There's a lack in kills. I can't explain it. It's just a real lack in kills, and the game ends so fast. Once you get to the 3rd circle, there is no more spawning back in. And I feel like that's one of the biggest problems too. Like what makes it feel like it's not that many players, because you get to the 3rd circle.
Mini royale.
Yeah, like it turns into mini royale. It's the circle is ending too soon where people can't spawn back in.
Yeah.
Change the respawn back to the 4th circle.
4th circle.
Yeah, because now you still got people flying in. The map is getting smaller, so now them kills gonna start racking. Now you can really rack them up, because where you gonna go? Like now you gotta fall in front of me, and if you do fall in front of me, I'm letting you up. And I feel like, yes, you want to stop people from getting lit up in the sky, but hey, I don't care about none of that. Let us get more kills. Even if you don't add more players, bump the disabled to the 4th circle instead of it being to the 3rd circle, and also change the loadout boxes where they land. The location is horrible. They land now the water ones I'm okay with, because that's the safest spot to be. The problems is when they land in the middle of the castle.
Okay.
On the outskirt of the castle, like right where the wall of the castle is, and it's right down at the bottom. You're gonna get lit up because you can't get. Loadout boxes should always be on the outskirts of the map majority of the time. Put them on the outskirts. Putting a loadout box in the middle or right underneath the wall, you're asking for players to get picked off. You're basically saying, here's 3 boxes of free kills, and they have no choice but to land. Where else you gonna go, Jay? You ain't got a choice but to land there, bro. You have no choice. And if you are gonna put the 1st box in a hot area, make sure the 2nd box is somewhere Okay,
safer.
here's your regain, bro.
Yeah.
And
100%.
last name, fellas. I don't know if y'all agree with this, but last name. Please put more personal boxes on the map.
I was gonna say that.
In Rebirth Island, there were so many times you run into that purple box.
Crazy regain, or start the game off red. Put your personal supply box.
Jay, I've probably gotten it one time. As we played a bunch of matches now, I've probably gotten that personal supply box one time.
On Vondo or Al Bagra?
No, I'm talking about on our Bagra.
Oh, I've never. Ooh, have I? I don't even think I've gotten it, honestly.
I got it once by luck. I heard that. I'm like, that sounds like different. Oh, like, haven't gotten it since. Please add more personal drops. Please, bro, we need it. Also, too, take out cluster mines. Take them out. Not in Al Bagra, bro. Not in Al Bagra. Take that out. It's already tiny. It's already tiny. You adding cluster mines just makes it work. Like when you run into, you're trying to go up a staircase, they throw the cluster mine down at the bottom. As soon as you open the door, boom, boom.
Or at least make them more visible, because that's also another thing too.
Come on. Or Jay, you barely pick up PAs or mortars. You should have to just buy them. If anything, I'm okay with the UAVs. You can put more of those in the boxes. I'm okay with those. Bomb strikes, I'm okay with those. They actually require for you to have to use them like skill. Cluster strikes take no skill. When you throw that cluster mine down, as long as the person is even just 5 feet away from it, you throw like we're in the final circle. That's when people use it the most. They throw them down. Now there's nowhere to really go. In these small circles, why do they have cluster mines? Now you're getting hit by cluster mines in the third smokes. No. Make people have to buy PAs, mortar strikes, and clusters. Make a decision. Make it IQ. Don't hand people stuff like that. Because I noticed when we're in the lobbies where quote unquote, where people are holding certain areas and sections, that's when we run into the cluster mines. It'll be the fourth circle, 9 teams left. What are we doing, Carl?
Really in a mini royale match.
You can't push anything, because as soon as you push, you're getting hit by cluster strikes. No. We got to change that. I don't like that. Jay, let's go, fellas. Let's go and talk about XDefiant. Still don't have a release date on this game.
Relax.
Come on, man.
Guys,
we've been waiting long enough,
let's
bro.
relax here.
We know how excited you are for this game, so we know.
Let's take it easy. Okay, it's a lot that's going on,
I've
man.
been hanging on like a child memory, bro.
Let's take it easy, guys.
Go ahead, bro.
Mark put out a statement September 11th, 2023. Now, I'm going to be honest, bro. It's a long-ass statement, so I ain't finna read all of this word for word. But essentially, Mark was explaining the process of how the submission goes, and I'm going to just read from, so where are we in this?
Right.
At the end of July, we started this process, and we got our first results back by mid-August, which was a not pass. We realized then that we had more work related to compliance than we had anticipated. If it had passed, then we would have been able to ship at the end of August.
Right. Okay.
But it didn't. And so we spent the last 3 to 4 weeks fixing those issues and getting ready to do another submission. We are currently in the CM prep part of that process and will hopefully be submitting to first parties in a little less than 2 weeks. By first parties, they mean Sony, Xbox. Right. Nor am I. If that passes cleanly, then we could be looking at a mid to end of September release. We're in September right now, guys. Okay.
Without being notified of the game, I don't think it's coming out this month. It's already September. There's no way.
We're you know what I mean? Still gauging it.
It basically is mid-September.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're right here.
Right. So there is, however, a likely scenario where we get a conditional pass, meaning we have to do a day 1 patch with some final fixes to ensure compliance. I wouldn't be against that, because
I don't want that though, Jay.
I know, of course you wouldn't,
yeah.
But I wouldn't be against that, because it's not a new thing that games come out and they have a day 1 patch or a day 0 patch.
Right,
So if we do need to do a day 1 patch, then that pushes our date out to early to mid October. So Call of Duty drops in November?
Yeah.
Call it next.
Beta.
And then I was about to say, when does the beta drop?
October. That's why I'm saying this is not smart.
That's actually low key.
This is a good time. It's still a good time.
No,
though,
it is.
It's
it
still
is
a beta.
smart, right? No,
it's still
no.
the beta.
Okay, can I put it this way? Can I say this is why this is smart? We're gonna get the beta, right? We're gonna play the beta for Call.
And then after that, we ain't gonna have nothing to play.
And then you have nothing to play, because Carter's gonna put this. It's gonna put this feeling. What you mean?
It's 3 weeks. The beta is 3 weeks in a row.
It's PlayStation
it
first.
comes out on the PlayStation,
right?
Then it comes out for everybody. Then it's another one for everybody.
Okay.
No, it's the PlayStation. Then it's the pre-order. Then it's open for everybody.
Okay, so you play. So you, mind you, this game is free to play, right? So you play.
And you also have COD Next.
True.
Right. But you obviously wouldn't drop it at the beginning of October. That'd be dumb. Like you would not drop this game in the beginning of October. But you also don't want to drop it in November either, because it's free to play. So you need to do it at the most perfect time. And that's like once the beta runs out, XDefiant is now
which will
out.
be the end of October, because you also not going to release a game in the beginning of the week. You're always going to release it on the weekend,
right?
And the betas is on a weekend.
Ooh, hold up. Damn,
I ain't gonna cap XDefiant. Y'all gotta pull a Chrome 23. You know what I mean? Like, let Call of Duty had a moment with the beta.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, because you try to release this game during the beta, it's gonna be a conflict of interest. So you're gonna have to let Call of Duty be Call of Duty and let them have their beta.
It depends.
But you gotta release it right after, or like maybe a week after.
It depends on what they put out. If XDefiant comes out and it's just flawless, I mean, like what we played was the beta, and that was probably an early on version.
Maybe
you
like
know when
alpha.
you know when you play the full, it's not gonna feel like that. It's not gonna run the way it's gonna run hecka smooth. It's gonna have
It is, but
I don't know,
it's
bro.
still Call of Duty, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The beta come out after the year we had with this game.
Yeah,
and you getting all the old maps back.
Right.
Content,
bro, you can't. You literally have to wait till the beta's over to release it that following weekend.
Right. I
if
think
you
this is
want
the
your
problem with
numbers
waiting
to
for
do
so
good.
long. Yeah, I think I agree with y'all. Like, this is the problem with waiting so long. I mean, clearly they have to go through the channels to get clearance, but them not being the game not being ready by the higher up standards. It's hurting, because if this game would have been out right now, all this time, like once they came up with a beta, you give it a month. Oh man, when I tell y'all, but now like y'all waiting until now, we don't know. Like Call of Duty got everybody, like the majority of people, I would say they got 60% of their audience to be excited for Modern Warfare 3. That's more than half. More than half of people are excited again to see, like, okay, wait, y'all telling me y'all changed the movement, y'all changed this, y'all changed that. Okay, we kind of back on board a little bit, and then you got swag and all of them saying like the movement is back. Like you.
Then on top of this, because y'all played before everybody, COD Next is going to determine how much people finna come back.
Right, and then y'all get to see it though.
Play.
Yeah, but y'all also like it's not like it's private. Like this is public. This is the first event where publicly everybody gets to see the game and gets to play it publicly. I don't know, bro. That's
what I'm saying. And when y'all play it and everybody see it,
yeah.
And if it's good,
yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Oh man, y'all. Like,
now I just want to say, as a community of gamers, not us specifically, but I'm talking about the gaming community, y'all have got to get off of XDefiant's back. Like people like attacking people like Mark Rubin, like Aches, like other people that are a part of this project. It's not on them. It's the people to approve the game.
Right.
The game is already done. It just needs to be approved. So it's kind of like you've already sent something off and you're waiting to get a response back. What can you do? Like you can't really rush them. Like they gotta approve it. So I would have personally appreciated if y'all just lighten up on XDefiant, bro. Because y'all really was pressing my man on Twitter about a release date. Speaking of which, so why no firm release date? If we were following the standard rules for game releases, we would have set a date we would have set a date far enough in advance with enough buffer to have a confident release date. However, like a lot of things with this game, we have not chosen the typical route. Having millions of people play your game long before it's ready is not normal. Not being afraid to show an unfinished game to millions of people with all its flaws is not normal. These were real tests and not just marketing events. So when it comes to when we will release, the real answer is as soon as we can. And we will continue to update you with more info when we have it. To conclude, we set out since the concept of this game to be more transparent with our community and to listen to our players and act on their feedback. We've even shown that we will add features in the middle of development based on player requests. Map voting, which is in now, and an S&D like mode that is coming later are two examples of this. We want this to be your game. I know that's a lot of info, so thank you for taking the time to read it all. I know it's been quite a journey to get to this point, and I want to thank every single person that has joined us along the way. We really can't wait to go live and share our passion and love for XDefiant with everyone. Hope to see you all soon in game.
He's got me, bro.
It hurts, bro.
I feel like Modern Warfare 3 is not gonna over dominate this game. This game is free to play. There is no spending money for it. I feel like this game is gonna have its own audience. It's going to have people that are going to be diehard fans of this, because you already have people that are diehard fans of Ubisoft. They're taking all the biggest names and putting them in this game, the biggest factions, and putting them in this game. I don't think this game needs to be in direct competition with COD, or even has to think about being in direct competition. We've already played it. So this game's movement is not going to be like Call of Duty's movement. COD's movement is still, yes, it'll be increased, but it's not going to be what this is.
No.
This movement is crazy. Like the bunny hopping, the directional changes. I mean, what they add into this is like out the box. So I feel like the experience that people are going to get with this game, there's going to be an opportunity for everyone to dip and dive in out of both games. Hey, I want to play some XDefiant today. I want to play some Modern Warfare 3 today. Just go ahead and dive in both. You don't have to fully commit to one. You can play both games and have equally as much fun as you had in MW3 or XDefiant. So I don't think that this game needs to worry about the competitive route. Just, man, drop your game, bro. Drop your game and let it. It's free to play. Modern Warfare 3, you gotta pay.
Yep.
Warzone is free. Warzone's free. Like I don't think people are tripping remembering that. Warzone is free.
Not Modern Warfare 3.
But Modern Warfare is not free. You gotta pay for that. So XDefiant being free, you already cutting them. Come on, you already kind of cutting their legs off.
I hear you. But then again, bro, like we're not like the Warzone free is for casuals though.
Right,
like those are people that don't care. Like they get on the game. Like D-Jack, my dog got on the game and all his guns was level 1. He had to buy a blueprint to use it. Like everybody else, where everybody else, that first month and a half, 2 months, going for camos, ranking everything up, doing this, doing that. And then once you get all that finished, then that's when you play XDefiant to wait until Warzone, the integration happens. But you gotta knock all that out first, where you know how long that takes.
Well, what happened if, but can I say this? What happened if the fact that the game is free and now XDefiant has the camo grind and it has all of that stuff? It is gonna have that in it, right? Like you don't think that you don't think that the fact that the game being free, it does kind of. Don't get me wrong. It is gonna have its own community. Like every game's always gonna have its own community, but to do like. Because I'm pretty sure they have goals, they have all that. Like everybody was getting on their back because, bro, this was the game that was supposed to hold everybody over till COD. Right. And now with all these leaks and etc. coming out with the COD, and then the COD next event, we get to see the game. They bringing back all these old maps back. Like they pulling on everybody's heartstrings. So like, yes, it's still gonna be like, it's gonna have its own community, etc. But like us. Well, I'm talking about me. Like, I'm not gonna play XDefiant until I got all this stuff I need to finish in COD first, because I'm not that casual. Like, bro, I want to have everything ranked up, so when the integration happens, I'm instantly on the game playing the new map. Like with everything, you don't have to worry about going back and ranking up something that's the meta when you already have it done. Like, so once I get all that done, yes, I'll play XDefiant. But until then, like, you know how long it takes. It just sucks because this was a game that was supposed to hold us over until Call of Duty, but now it's gonna be crossing bridges, like, and then you're gonna have all that grinding to do in XDefiant too, because they're gonna have weapon camos, they gonna have that, they're gonna have this, like, it's just in an intersection, because everybody's gonna want to play Warzone at the end of the day, especially if the game is good. And you're not gonna go in there with nothing ranked up. Like, it's just pointless. Wow. Okay. See, I actually, when he breaks it down like that, because we are Call fans, even though we love XDefiant, I love what XDefiant has been able to do with the game, and like I said, the fact that it's free to play, I think it'll be on everybody's console. I'm gonna say this: it's gonna be just like MWIII. Everybody will have that game on their console. 100%. Whatever system that you own, you will have XDefiant downloaded. There's no way you're not gonna have it downloaded. So even if you're not playing it day one, like you might have downloaded it, but you still ain't really got into it because you've been on the beta, you're going to get on XDefiant and you're going to spend hours on that game. And even if you like there's some people that really don't rock with Warzone. Some people that play Warzone for a little bit and they're like, because again, unless the integration is going to be, I'm talking about like Jay, it's like, mind you, we are talking, y'all said this not too long ago. Those MW3 maps are the same maps from back in the day. So if some of those maps y'all likes and others y'all hated, if them maps are played how they're played now, see, and that's what we gotta keep in mind. If they're played how, you know how these maps play nowadays. DeeRob, you see how these people play this game. If they play in the same way, I think that might hurt the game. It be gonna be like, bro, y'all brought all these old maps back and didn't change nothing, so now people are playing even worse than what they played back in the day. So
it's just impossible for us to have a worse year than what we just endured.
Right. I mean, I know about that too. Like, it's impossible. With the way that the community plays the game, I feel like we've played XDefiant's maps. We've seen how colorful, how vibrant, how the 3-lane map system is, how maps you don't feel like you're lost trying to navigate, trying to look at everything. You can slice the pie, but you don't feel like it's too much pie to be slicing. There's windows and doors all over the place that you gotta, like, the game makes it very simple for you to run around the map with teammates. You can't spawn trap. You gotta play smart, but also too, there's a way for you to work as a team where it's like, hey, look, we are dominating, and it feels like old pubs is back. Modern Warfare 3, it has a lot to prove. And XDefiant, I'm gonna be real, XDefiant has nothing to lose. If the game was coming out and it was $60, we'd be having a completely different conversation. But because the game, I'm gonna say this again, it's free. It's like MWIII. Super Smash Bros. Every year has a lot to prove. But a game like MWIII can drop for free and get the most players ever to play any fighting game ever. And I feel like XDefiant can do the same. It can drop and everyone will, nobody's gonna say this game is ass. most people are gonna say exactly what they've been saying. Bro, this game is fun. MW3 is the game where everybody's going, I don't know. I don't know. As long as XDefiant has the grind, has the camos, has the operator grind, has the blueprints and stuff.
Hard,
I don't know,
it's too hard to grind 2 FPS shooter games at the same time.
But I feel like the game might create its own lane where you don't have, like, where it's saying like, hey, bruh, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You could just come over and just play XDefiant. Like, you really don't even have to. Like, if you, like, say you're just not really feeling MW3, which we've seen in our comments, and we drop videos and people in the comments are saying like they're not excited for MW3. You got XDefiant where people are like, hey, I'm a pubs player, and if I gotta choose between this pubs and this pubs, I would choose XDefiant. I feel like XDefiant it's more my speed. It's what I really want to play. Because MW3D could come out, and what happened if the movement is not what we think it is? What happened if there is a slide cancel, but it's not what we think it is? What happened if we played XDefiant's version and we're like, this, it's better.
Yeah,
like, bro, it's D.
Yeah, I mean, this is just questions for the world at this point, because I'm still trying to play Call of Duty because I like Warzone.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get all that done regardless.
Right.
So like, I'm not a pubs player. Like, pubs passed me by a long time ago.
Right.
And I'm just watching it pass me by. Like, I'm a Warzone guy. So like, I'm obviously finna play Call of Duty because I have to rank everything up. So this is just that is particularly a question for the whole world. Like, what is they willing to do? But that's just me. That's how I'm coming from the Call of Duty side, because most of the Call of Duty people is going to think like how I'm thinking. Like, they're not going to touch it until they got everything they needed to do accomplished. Right. Like, I'm not going to, like, if I'm going to play something, I'm going to grind it, bro. I'm just never that person to just play it for like an hour or two and then get off. Like, I'm finna grind it. Like, everything I play, I'm a grind. Like, that's just me though. And with XDefiant, you got gold camo, you got camo challenges, you got level 1000, and this, that, and that. Like, if I'm going to play something, I want to grind it. Like, I'm just not going to just sit there and like play it for 30 minutes, an hour, and then get off like I'm a dad. Okay. Like, it's not me.
Hey, you speaking from the sweaty perspective. I get that. You speaking from the sweaty side. So fellas, let's get ready to end the show. Thank you for watching another episode of Hazz Cast. We're gonna end this thing off with MK1. Mortal Kombat 1 comes out this week. We've seen all the leaks. We know what the roster is. We know that there's deep customization. There's invasion mode. Man, Jay, I don't think DeeRob playing because I don't think he. Are you playing or are you not playing?
I gotta see what. I gotta see how it's looking.
Okay.
I gotta see, bro.
Jay, what mode are you starting with day one, Mortal Kombat 1? What we starting with?
If we're talking about from a content aspect, definitely.
Now I'm talking about day one. We live on stream. What mode are we starting with? Day one.
Well, story, obviously.
Story mode.
Story,
okay.
obviously.
Okay.
Get that out the way.
So, have you seen Invasions mode yet?
No.
Hey, also, twitch.tv/TreAndJ.
Facts.
Watch that story mode live this Wednesday. Twitch.tv/TreAndJ. Have you seen Invasion mode? You said no, right? I think you need to see Invasion mode. I think you're going to like it. Okay. So you know how like you play Tekken 7 and you've been playing the what's the mode called? To unlock all the stuff?
Treasure Battle?
Treasure Battle. So imagine Treasure Battle but on a bigger scale. On a way more fun storytelling scale. So it's Invasion modes, it's your puzzle battle, but a treasure battle, but it allows for you to go through like a journey of a story. You're going through all the maps, you're going to different worlds. It's like it's a node type of what's in. So you're going like, you remember how you play like Super Mario World? And you got to go up and it's like the trail takes you up and it's like circle and you hit the A to go into the stage. That's exactly what this is. You got a character and you're going up, left, up, right, and you're going through like different parts, but there's secrets in it. So there's secret boss battles, secret brutalities, secret puzzles that you have to figure out, locked doors and stuff where it's a lot to it. Like, it's so much to it. And you have to, like, if you beat a boss a specific way, you'll unlock something else that'll allow for you to get like a secret boss battle, and then that will give you a special camo, a special fatality, or whatever, and like some people will have things that other people won't have because like, oh, you didn't know that you were supposed to do this in order to unlock this? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot in this mode. Certain times of the day, you have to do something like how it was in Conquest mode and in Deception. You have to be in a certain a realm at a certain time in order to unlock something. And you have to so it's the same thing. Like, there's a lot of secrets in Invasion mode. And I think a lot of you guys at home, if you guys don't really play Mortal Kombat in a competitive light, Invasions mode is for you, very much so for you. An RPG type of style where you have to build your character stats up. I think it's like strength and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of things you can build up for your character, and it allows you to unlock a lot of other things: intros, dialogues, announcers, customizations, brutalities, fatalities. So many things that you can unlock in this game by playing the Invasions mode. And I think a lot of things are unlocked behind Invasions mode. So even if you are a sweaty player, you still have to play Invasions mode. in order to unlock the stuff for your characters.
Nice. Okay.
So what are you most excited for? Like, what do you like for MK1? What are you most excited for? As a new MK player, that's like, this is my first time playing MK and getting ready to learn the game. What are you most excited for?
My own growth and progression, because I don't really, me personally, I don't see myself trying to play this like OD competitive, trying to compete in tournaments. It's not where my heart is, but it is something. It's a journey that I want to embark on and grow and basically add another skill to my belt. Because it's great to dominate in FPS games, and FPS games will always have my heart forever. Playing a fighting game, as I've been playing Tekken, like it's opened my mind to a different perspective of like playing video games as a whole, especially FPS games. Because when you play a fighting game, it's just a one-on-one. There's no other factors really being put in. There's no, you have to play for yourself and 5 other people. No, it's literally just me versus you, my mind versus yours. But now understanding most of these, well, basically every fighting game is frame data. Once you understand the frame data and you understand the numbers, you can practically beat anybody. So more so, that's where I am, because I'm at this phase in my life where I've really been enjoying just watching my growth, like going back, watching old videos, watching how I used to act, watching how I used to look, and just seeing like how much I've grown from where I was to where I am now. So for me, it's more so just going on this journey of watching myself grow from being a beginner, because I'm not a bot. I just want to put that out there. Like, people, you got to be careful of the things that you say, especially to yourself. Just because you may not know something, or you're maybe at your beginning stages, it doesn't make you a bot, because you can still have some knowledge on something. You're just looking for the knowledge from here and what you already know and bringing it together, basically bridging the gap. So really for me, that's where I am, because I've always watched Trey or Brother Moni. I've always watched them play fighting games. I just didn't really play them myself. So I have a solid foundation of what to do, what not to do, more so than the average casual player. It's just now being able to take my work ethic and my knowledge and my ability to pick up things very quickly and just applying it to MK1.
Right.
Honestly.
I think you're gonna be very good at the game. I think you and DeeRob, like Call of Duty players, I think y'all just have like a very analytical mind. You guys can take situations and you're playing a shooting game where you have to think so much at one time. With fighting games, you really don't have to think nearly as much as people think you do. Because if I already know your character, if I already know his frame data, like I know what moves reach me. I know what moves are the fastest. I know what you can do in these situations. The game has foundation to it. So if I already understand the foundation, I know where you are. So I know what you're limited, what you can. And Call of Duty, you could lose a fight with an LMG, with SMG. You could lose that. If that person just got better stick skills than you, or they just have the game down, bro, you can lose in situations where you're supposed to win in. But in fighting games, a lot of times, if you're supposed to lose in a situation, man, you gonna lose that. Like a fighter, a character that has a 2 to 7 chance of winning, it's normally like that for a reason, because if that character just can't get in, that character just can't get in. There's really nothing you can do about it. But in shooting games, there's so many variables that can change the situation. Oh, I have an airstrike, and because I caught an airstrike on you, it happened to hit you indoors. So now when I pushed you, I got an LMG, but I won or I got a marksman rifle, I headshot you. You didn't expect, or I hit you I had no bullets, but I hit you with a throwing knife. There's so many variables where you could change the outcome of a fight based off of what you have in your inventory. But in fighting games, bro, it is what it is. Like that bro, she's just garbage, bro. I just know you can do it. Like,
also another thing for me is being able to discover this new side of being me in fighting games. Yeah. Because that's also another thing I want to add. I've always had this realistic perspective whenever I've done or played anything, whether it be 2K, Call of Duty, fighting games, older games. Like, I've always looked up to like action movies and people like characters like John Wick, or like true assassins, or people who are very good with hand-to-hand combat like Ip Man. So I've always wanted to implement or see what it would be like being able to use a fighting character, but using him in a way where everything that I'm throwing out or I'm doing, it looks realistic, to where it's like I'm not playing Mortal Kombat, I'm playing real life. Like, I'm doing moves and I'm doing things that I would actually do if I was this character, or if I had this fighting style. So for me, I feel like fighting games, it gives you that realm of reality to be able to be yourself within a character, because everybody's Liu Kang does not look like Ninja Killer's Liu Kang.
No.
Everybody's martial law doesn't look like Hamza laws, doesn't look like Ninja Killer's laws. Like, every character you can make how you want them to be. I mean, of course, you got to learn their pros and cons. Right. But once you learn that character and you really put that time in, you can make a character look better than what they really are. Right. And for me, like, I've always wanted to really see how far or how in depth I can go with Liu Kang, because Liu Kang has always been my favorite character. So now to see where he is now, it's the big Liu. It's the big Liu.
There he go.
It's the big Liu. Did y'all see
there
him?
we go. That's it.
Come on, man.
Thank y'all for watching. If you was at work, school, driving, at the mall, doing a workout, make sure you drop a like and a comment because these podcasts are for y'all. With that being said, shout out to my guy DeeRob. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on all social medias. It's just DeeRob, D-double-E-Rob. I hate him sometimes.
Man, that's
Love
great,
him.
nigga.
Love him.
Shout out to Jay. Make sure y'all follow Jay. Justin Hazard on everything. Follow me, TreAndJ Hazard on everything. With that big, no, actually, mine is like TreAndJ on everything now. Not high key.
Oh, you actually changed it
Yeah,
from
I kind of
TreAndJ?
changed a lot of stuff. I changed to that TreAndJ. But with that being said, we love y'all. That's the Hazz Cast. We're sorry for the next episode. We out of here, family.